to Wine Family Farm. I hope everybody is having a great afternoon. Because I know I am. So, couple things. I still have my foot on the brake, so that's not good. Okay, so a couple things. One, I'm sick, so bear with me. I'm sick again, like I have been all year, it seems. And also, we are doing the carrot challenge. Hey, Arsenic, thanks for coming in. We're doing the carrot challenge again this year. I didn't know if I wanted to do it, to be quite honest, but we are. We're going to do it again. I put out a carrot video yesterday, so make sure that you take a look at that and look at the rules. Most of all of the rules are in the description of the actual video. So if you want to do the carrot challenge again this year, take a look at that. There's two hashtags. We want you to use hashtag Wide Family Farm and the hashtag WFF Carrot Challenge 24. So use those when making the videos and put that in there. So far I have Sheepy's allotment is doing it again this year. So it's going to be really, really fun and interesting to see how big we can get these carrots. Right now is when you want to plant them. So make sure you're doing that. Make sure you're getting those planted. I don't know what kind of techniques or anything that you're using, but we need a beginning, a middle, and an end to the video. The beginning would be obviously you planting, maybe the middle video just showing how it's growing, and then the last video, depending on what you choose. If you're choosing length or if you're choosing weight, then we'll need to know the measurements, and then we'll need to know the weight of your carrot at the end video. We'll be letting you know when the end is. I think last year we did it on August 2nd. This year I think we're going to do it a little bit later. So just a reminder to do that. There's Sheebies. Hello. Thank you for coming in. I was just talking about the carrot challenge information. So, just follow the directions in the description. I left it pretty simple. There's going to be hopefully no confusion about it. So, and then whoever gets the biggest carrot or the heaviest carrot wins the prize. And my husband's super excited. He's already planted all of his carrots. He's pretty excited about it. What else? Okay, so yeah, I know. I'm really excited to see everyone's carrots too. I hope we get a lot more people joining. I did post it on Grow Big TV, and then I'll probably be talking about it on Grow Big TV tomorrow night as well when I get the opportunity. So I'm excited about that as well. Yeah. So last year we had a really big carrot. I cannot remember the length. I just can't remember. So, what else? Oh, yeah. So if you are interested, I appreciate your comments on the video, but if you are interested, just make sure you write in the comments like, yes, I want to join, so I can write your name down so I know who's joining the carrot challenge this year. I know last year I had quite a few people, and so just make sure that you write, a comment in the video. I have 5 people watching, guys. Make sure you're giving me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. What else? I have 8 people now watching. So, sorry, I've been sick all weekend. I'm not too happy about it. There's nothing I could do about it. At first I thought it was allergies, and now it's just like turned into a full-blown cold. It's getting real old, constantly being sick. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what has kind of bothered me today a little bit is the fact that I don't know how to say this. I think we're, like, especially at schools and school lunches, I think we are so far behind the times and kids' lunches, and I'll tell you why. Today, I noticed something. That's because we're wonderful and love hitting the like button. Thank you. Yeah, just make sure y'all hitting the like button. That helps me out a lot and moves me up in the algorithm of YouTube world. And it really helps. So just make sure you are, if you're just even popping in, make sure you give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I now notice that it's like a thing with people that they never give a thumbs up whatsoever, even on Facebook. It's like pulling teeth to try, like, why didn't you thumbs up my comment? Or you left a comment, but you didn't thumbs me up. It's really freaking weird. Usually a thumbs up is something that I just automatically do. It's not... So just make sure you're giving me a thumbs up. So I noticed today that we, like, as far as our world, I don't know about other countries, but our country is specifically that we are kind of a little bit behind on the times. Like, I have noticed, like, okay, so whole wheat is definitely not good for you. Okay. And I noticed that today, specifically, when I was talking to some of the ladies, whole wheat is what the kids have to have. So if they have pizza, it has to be on whole wheat bread. Or if they have like strombolis or something, it has to be in whole wheat. Everything has to be, if they get a dinner roll or if they get a bun, everything has to be in whole wheat. And that kind of bothered me because a while back on Grow Big TV, we interviewed this woman called Glyphosate Girl. And hold on, I'm trying to get my drink. I'm really thirsty. We interviewed this girl called Glyphosate Girl, right? And we were talking about how much glyphosate is in our food, which is a ton. We have a ton of glyphosate. It's everywhere. It's in our water. It's in our food. It's everywhere. In our drinks. And it's because of the farming practices that we use in the United States. I'm sure they use them somewhere else as well, but a lot of people are getting wise to it, other countries specifically, and they refuse to use it. So, we are feeding our children whole wheat, which is the top glyphosate sprayed crop in our country, next to corn. And so I'm just like super confused by that. And I'm also kind of like, I don't ever want my kid buying lunch from the school because of that reason. Glyphosate is, if you guys aren't familiar, it is Roundup. It is what they spray the crops and stuff with. Wheat, it gets an extra dose of glyphosate because what they do is they spray the fields, right? And then once the wheat is done, they chop it, and then they give it another spray of glyphosate to dry out the wheat. Okay? So you're getting like a double dose. And if you guys haven't noticed, there's been a lot of people out there that are extremely allergic to wheat. And they're developing things like celiac disease. And celiac disease is you're allergic to gluten. And 205 centimeters last year. That's awesome, Sheepy. So glyphosate is a real problem, and it's a real problem in the United States. It's seeping into our groundwater, right? So not only even if you don't eat it, you're getting it with your water that you drink, especially if you're drinking tap water. So you're getting an extra dose of it. And then not only that, they're feeding it to our children, saying that it's a healthy thing. Like, our children need the whole wheat. It kind of just is a subject that really bothered me today. And I noticed that we've been feeding the kids with whole wheat buns, and everything is whole wheat, and they're getting like this big dose of glyphosate, and you're expecting our children to go back and finish their tests and everything else, and you're feeding them whole wheat. I just don't. It's just kind of really bothersome to me. So if you have a comment about it, leave a comment. I'm just kind of confused by it. Definitely not, yeah, it's definitely not any better than white bread. Although, when I was told when I had diabetes, when I was pregnant, that wheat bread is a complex carb. So when you do eat it, it takes a while to go through your system. It takes a while for your body to digest it. So you're not getting a hit of sugar all at once, which makes sense. Complex carbs are not that bad. However, all the chemicals that are sprayed on it, it's just really, really upsetting. I don't know if this will ever get fixed, and it probably won't. We just have fallen behind, and there are other countries that refuse to use this, refuse to use glyphosate, refuse to have their crops sprayed with it and stuff like that. It's just really, really sad that that we can't fix this problem. We can't see what it's doing. And honestly, we don't really know everything. We don't know everything, right? We don't know what else it is possibly doing to people. Over time, it's caused wheat allergies and stuff like that. But what else is it doing? And it's funny, like, people will go to other countries, like Italy and stuff like that, and they won't have that issue. They eat over there. I'm like, we don't have that issue over there. It's because they don't spray their wheat with glyphosate. And so that is a huge problem in the GMOs. By the way, the only reason the wheat is surviving is because it is genetically modified to go with the glyphosate. So we don't really know for sure if it is a GMO or if it's the glyphosate that's making people sick, because they go hand in hand usually together, because it's genetically modified to withstand or to grow within the glyphosate. So, yeah, I'm just kind of like shocked. And it's unbelievable the amount of people that just don't really give a damn. They don't really give a shit about what it's doing. I understand. You live your everyday life, and you don't think about that kind of stuff. But these are our children. Like, what of our children are growing up, and God knows what kind of elements or health problems they're going to have in the future. So, something to think about, guys. Hey, Myra Page, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. I was telling the woman that I was working with, I'm like, it's kind of weird that they use whole wheat for everything. And she's just like, I lived in this area all my life. And she's like, I don't care. I'm like, oh, okay. It's not even about that. Like, what about your grandkids? What about the children that are consuming this every day? Something to think about. Thank you for coming in. Please give me a thumbs up, guys. Thumbs me up. I'd appreciate it. So it just makes me wonder where we're going to be in the next 10 years or even the next 5 years. We're all going to have stomach problems. We're all going to have stomach issues, if not already. I know I do. I have major stomach problems, and I don't see an end to it. It ends up that way, that they have most things on the low glycemic index chart also incorrect. Most food studies are from the 1920s and 30s. There's no money to be gained, so they don't test the hypothesis. Yeah, I think so, probably. I don't really know what to think anymore. There's really, I mean, and the woman that I work with, she made a really good point. She's like, so what else do we eat? What's the alternative? And there is no alternative. We don't really have a choice. This is what is given to us, and we have to eat it. And we could do, you know, yay, whoa, got a big bump of people. I've been trying to improve my gut health for a while now. Too many meds in the past. Yeah, I've been trying to improve my gut health as well. I've had way too many antibiotics that are just tearing it up, and I can't do anything about it. And I didn't realize either, like when you take an antibiotic, it also lowers your immune system. So then you're prone to getting sick even more. So I'm just really frustrated. Even if I eat yogurt, it's not helping. The yogurt is even too processed. It's not helping. Hey, Hardknack Farms, thanks for coming in, Wendy. Appreciate it. And Shawnee, Shab, and Garrett, thank you guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. It is really nice out there. It's 52 degrees here in Ohio, and it's sunny. It's beautiful. But I was just talking about glyphosate and how the school here, what they do is they're feeding, it's not their fault. It's not anybody's fault, especially if you don't know about it. But whole wheat is what they feed the kids. That is what they're mandated to do. And so it kind of concerns me. Where are we going to be 5-10 years from now when the whole wheat, it has glyphosate in it. We're feeding our kids glyphosate sometimes once, twice a day. Not to mention they're getting it in the drinks that they're drinking. It's just nuts. This is nuts. And you can't even just drink plain water because glyphosate has entered our water system. So there's no escaping. So what is the alternative? There isn't one. And how do you eat clean? Well, you can't. Because even if you try to have healthy alternatives, it's full of glyphosate, and you're drinking water and it's filled with glyphosate. So what are we going to do? It's beautiful here, sunny and clear skies, cloudy here, but not big ones. Oh, good. I'm glad, Garrett. Yeah, it is evil. It is evil. But more importantly, it falls in line with a lot of things. Like, I don't know, what exactly are we going to do about it? What can we do about it? We're poisoning our generation of kids. And I'm not just talking about, I do high school. I'm not even talking about high school kids. We're feeding this to our little children, our little kindergartners. Yes, Happy Mac. I saw that. That's crazy. We have a global epidemic of cancers. We need to tax companies for selling junk food so it costs too much to purchase. Well, it's not even about junk foods. Even the regular foods that you're getting, like your breads and your water and stuff like that, it's contaminated with glyphosate. What do we do? And that stuff has been known to cause basically hormonal imbalances in your stomach, causing people to lose their hair, anxiety, depression. There's a huge long list of what glyphosate does to you. And you notice that we've had an increase in the past years of actual people that have mental disorders. Where are these mental disorders coming from? And so that also makes you wonder, like, lots of people have anxiety and stuff like that. Where is all this coming from? And it just makes you wonder. It all starts with the food that you are eating. And even if you're eating clean, are you really eating clean? Not really. It's just super, super frustrating. Adrenal lymphatic cancers. Yeah. Yes. It's just so frustrating. And I feel helpless in this, because even when you go shopping, like, I don't even know, like, you could have lists and lists and lists of what to look for, but even then it's really, really hard. It's really, really hard to find things that aren't sprayed with glyphosate or been grown in it or whatever. It's in our groundwater, it's in everything. Yeah. The GMOs and the glyphosate, they both go hand in hand, basically. So if there's a GMO crop, they're spraying the crop with glyphosate because the GMO has been genetically modified to handle the glyphosate. And wheat usually gets a double dose of it. It's just really, really nuts. So I saw a video the other day. This kind of falls in line with that, but not really. And I can't talk about the company because of YouTube, but I will leave you hints as to what the company is. Hold on, I'm going to read this comment real quick. I serve on the platform committee and I wanted glyphosate to be banned in GMO and I got shut down. Of course you did. Because they make money for people. The GMOs make money for people. The more you grow, the more you can sell. So unfortunately, you are going to get shut down. I don't know when America is going to wake up to this. I have no idea. But yeah, I saw this video. It was this actually last night before I went to bed. And I've been thinking about it ever since. It just really, really freaking bothers me. So I don't know all the details. I'm not a scientist or anything like that. But this guy is like talking about all the different cheeses out there. And there's an enzyme in cheeses now that a specific drug company made this enzyme, which happens to make the, like, I guess it makes the milk curdle more or faster to make more cheese. So anyway, it's a basically a genetic. Hey, thank you so much. Oh, thanks, Happy Mac. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Much love. Thank you so much. So basically, in our cheese, they're using this enzyme. It's like some kind of animal fat, and it's really not good for you. It's like GMO, and it's basically like an antibiotic, and they're putting it in our cheese. And it's basically most shredded cheeses. So, but because the companies, they haven't found, they think that this, whatever this chemical is that they're using, they think it's super safe. So they're not going to ever like list it in the ingredients. It's not needed to be listed in the ingredients. It's just listed under enzymes. So when you get your cheese, you don't really know if it has it in it or not. It's just like a big freaking question mark. And it's a huge problem. And one woman said, she's like, I called every company that I got my cheese from, and they couldn't tell me whether it was in there or not. I would take a massive amount of people to stand up power in numbers. You're right about the cheese. Yeah, it just totally pisses me off about the cheese thing, because I love cheese. That is my major go-to. I don't eat a whole lot of meat. But cheese is like, yeah, I'll have cheese for a snack. Like, that's my go-to for a lot of things, because I don't. And then, like, you get vegans and shit like that on there. They're like, oh, let's just stop eating dairy. We're not supposed to be having dairy anyway. We should be completely, I'm like, we're not vegan people. Like, it's your choice if you want to be vegan or not. And I don't care if you are, but I'm not supposed to be a vegan. I'm not supposed to be a vegan. So it just kind of irritates me a little bit that you cannot get away from this crap. And everybody's like, well, we just need to buy food from other countries, like Italy, that does not, like, they don't have the fake meat. They don't have the glyphosate and stuff like that. They're non-GMO, all that crap. But it's so expensive. And why the hell are we not doing that here? We have a beautiful country, and we should be having the best food to go with it. And we're not. Okay, nobody would eat cheese if they saw the way it was made. Oh, for sure. The GMO enzymes. Yes, that's it. I have to be a vegan due to Rocky Mountain tick fever. I have severe allergic reactions. Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry about that. I didn't realize that stays with you forever. I thought it just like over a year and it goes away eventually. I didn't realize that it stays with you forever. So I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, I love it. But what I've been doing is I don't buy shredded cheese anymore. I shred my own cheese. But the problem with that is, what if that enzyme's in the block cheese? I'm just kind of like irritated by that. Really, really irritated. You can't get away from it. And cheese is healthy. I mean, in moderation. I'm not saying eat a block of cheese, but to have like cheese for a snack, some almonds, like that's supposed to be super healthy. And basically you're poisoning yourself. And the cheese has antibiotics in it. Like, what? It not only does it have antibiotics in it, but it also has cellulose in it, which is basically tree fibers, to keep, you need to keep the cheese from sticking together. I'm like, really? I thought it would pass and I'd try it little bits, and I got very sick still. I am from an Italian family, and we love cheese. GMO major crap is in all the foods now. Yep. Yeah. It's like we can't get away from it. And it's really concerning when we're doing it to our kids. And then you wonder, like, 1 out of 5 kids have autism. There's a rise in mental illness. And so it just makes you wonder, and so I have gotten rid of the microplastics. I am drinking out of a plastic bottle right now, but I have gotten rid of all my microplastics. I have a glass water bottle. I have stopped doing water bottles in general, and I got a water filtration system that's in my refrigerator. So I'm trying to get away from plastic as much as I can. Even my like Tupperware containers, I got rid of all of them and I replaced everything with glass. I thought I would pass and try. Oh, I already read that. Sorry. Yeah, it is heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to know what's going on, but then you're helpless to do anything about it. You can't do anything about it. Who are we going to write? So thank you, Happy Mac, for the donation. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot. It really means a lot to help out my channel. I really appreciate it. All these issues that we're having, and it's like we are so helpless to do anything about this, and it is just so frustrating. I try really hard when I go to the grocery store not to buy stuff that's horrible, but You know, I'm like, how can I get away from it? Like even crackers. I'm like, what am I supposed? And yeah, I can make most of my food, but I can't make my own bread and all that crap every day. And even if I did make my own bread, the wheat or whatever I'm using, the flour, might have glyphosate in it. Like, how can we get away from that? Hey, Joe. Garden State Gardener. Oh, okay. I just want to make sure that my light was on because it seems really dark in here, or dark on my screen. So that was my main complaint today, is the glyphosate issue. Like, when are we gonna like wake up as a country and say we're poisoning ourselves? We need to do something about this. Yeah, Happy Mac, my boldness has gotten me in trouble in the past, but yeah, I usually just say what is on my mind. So thank you for noticing. I usually say what's on my mind to a certain extent, but I also know when to shut up as well. So thanks for coming in, Marshmallow Man. Appreciate you. I'm sorry I haven't went live in a while. My melon expired. Okay. I got a freaking whole story for you now. Ooh. Okay, so my melon expired and I couldn't renew it because the nail salon charged my card $573 and I had to cancel my credit card, and I'm waiting for a new one to come in the mail. I was so irritated with that nail salon, I just wanted to scream. $573 they charged my card, and they're like, whoops. And I'm like, so I just went and canceled my card altogether. And when I did that, now I have to wait for my new one to come in the mail, and I still haven't paid the nail salon because they overcharged me. So I'm like, no, I don't think so. So I haven't been live at my actual computer in a couple weeks because of that. So sorry, guys. As soon as I get that up and running, everything will be good and I can do lives from my computer again. So, but yeah, I was pretty pissed off about that. It put a whole big hold on my life as well, because like I use my credit card for everything. I think we need to fight this. I do everything I can to fight this. Yes, we do need to fight it, but how? How do we do that? Because yes, by the way, Joe said that we have a big guest tomorrow night. We have Gary Pilarchik on tomorrow night. That's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go over to Grow Big TV and check it out. I'm really excited to interview him. He's really smart. He's actually taught me about organic pesticides in the past. I've watched a lot of his videos, and actually I almost forgot his name. Like, I didn't really know his name. I do watch a lot of videos and then I can't remember people's names and stuff like that. But this guy is super smart, so you definitely want to check that out tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm off-putting because embracing ignorance annoys me when it comes to health truth about our food. Yes. And I'm not a really big environmentalist. I'm really not. I have a lot of standards, and I'm not a really big environmentalist. I am very logical. I'm a very logical thinker. And yeah, the glyphosate thing is just so irritating to me. Like, I don't know. And it's because it's ran by big companies. By the way, the company that, with the cheese thing, the company that did that, let's just say that they're the company that owns the big jab. So, just an FYI. So, why is the company that created the big jab, why are they messing with our food? I'm just like kind of taken back by that. Like, why are we allowing these big companies to get scientifically involved with our food? Okay, so we already know about the other things that are going on out there. We have Apeel, which are sold at major stores, which is not good. And that is like stuff that's like all over our vegetables. Yeah, thank you, Wendy. I was just talking about that. And so we're letting these big people with all this money coming in and dictating to us what we can eat. By the way, I don't know if you saw it or not, and I don't know how much I can get into, especially on YouTube. I don't want to get in trouble, but I don't know about you guys. Did you guys hear about what happened? That's what's happening right now in Tennessee. And I knew this was coming, but now it's a big thing. They are putting, I'm trying to use a code word. They are putting the jab chemicals in our vegetables now, and they're selling them in Tennessee. So if you didn't get the jab, you will be getting it some way or another by purchasing vegetables in the grocery store, and they're selling it right now in Tennessee. And they're selling it to you without telling you about it. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like, how can they do that to people? Yeah. Hold on. I gotta, like, sit in a different direction. The sun's in my face. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I knew that it was a possibility. Like, I heard rumors, but they're actually doing it. And they're fighting it in Tennessee right now. What? It is my choice whether or not I want to do that. It is my body. Now I sound like a liberated woman or something by saying that. It's my choice, my body. But it is. It is. It is my choice whether or not I want that or not. Just like it's my choice if I want to take an antibiotic or whatever. That's my choice. Yes, that's another reason why I don't eat lettuce, y'all. I ate romaine lettuce yesterday for the first time because, okay, so my neighbor had a 50th birthday Saturday, and his wife bought all this extra food. And then on Sunday she messaged me and said that I have salad and a bunch of chicken left over, chicken breasts. And said, she's like, do you want it? And I was like, yeah, we'll take it. So I made myself a chicken salad, but that was the first time in years that I actually had romaine lettuce. And I prayed before I ate it. I was like, dear God, please don't let me die from eating this. Not kidding. And for those of you that are like, oh, it's so healthy to eat salads. And yeah, it is really healthy for you. If your crop of salad wasn't grown next to a cow field that has runoffs from the cows, and then you die. So, yeah, and I love romaine too. I'm growing it right now in my garden. It's like my favorite because I don't like the mushy lettuce. I like the hard, crunchy stuff. Yes, 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 yes. We all allow this. If we stood up and said, no, would stop. Yeah. It is my choice. I'm holistic by choice. Hell, yeah, but you can't be holistic anymore. You can't. Hey, Dr. Paula, thanks for coming in. What's up, girl? And yeah, romaine is my favorite too. I'm growing it right now if I can keep my chickens away from it. They like it too. It's just frustrating. It's very frustrating. So who knows? I eat my romaine lettuce. I ate my romaine lettuce yesterday, and who knows? Tomorrow I'm jabbed with I have antibodies for some kind of disease that I never heard of because I ate romaine lettuce. Who knows what they're doing to us? And this is really, really sad, but it's so true. And Facebook blocked me from posting this. But the USDA was actually, and it's true, 100% true, because I had somebody confirm with me. They want you to start registering your gardens, right? And I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, my garden, my choice. It's my property. I pay taxes. I'm not registering my garden. Even if it's a fun little thing that they're doing to see how many people that they have that have gardens, I'm not doing it. We know from past history what registering things is really all about, right? We can go deep into that if we want to. And I'm not registering my garden. Anyway, I posted on Facebook, and Brett Broussard, if you don't know the Broussard homestead, they're freaking awesome. He posted, yeah, I got something in the mail about that. No shit, he got something in the mail about it. Facebook fact-checked me and told me it wasn't true when Brett Broussard got something in the mail about it. It is true. They do want you to register your gardens. It's not fake. I love how the fact checkers fact check the stuff that's really, it's real. Like, that is real. They do want you to do that. So many people don't know what is actually in our food. They trust the FDA. Yeah, and you know what's funny is buying organic doesn't even matter anymore, guys. You can try and be as clean as you possibly can. But the only actual way you're going to be clean is by growing your own garden. And there is no way in hell you're going to grow enough wheat in your garden, in your little side garden in the backyard, to make your own bread for the rest of the year. You would have to have a field. Lots of fields. So where do we begin? I got several of them, Courtney. Yeah. And I got fact checked on it. And they blocked it from people seeing it. Not blocked it completely, but you know how they do. They like, see at your own risk or something like that. Like, what? I realize, like when you sign up for YouTube and you sign up for Facebook and stuff, you have to go by their rules. It's not freedom of speech, because when you signed up, you agreed to their rules. You agreed to their platform rules. So if you had started your own platform and had enough money to recreate your own Facebook, and you could go by your own rules. So I agreed to follow their rules. So when I post things like that, yeah, they fact check the crap out of it, but I also can't do anything about it, because when you signed up for that stuff, you agreed to their terms of service. So, yes, I do have freedom of speech, but I don't have freedom of speech on their platform, guys. Just pointing that out. We need a community. We need growing communities. Yes. My problem with that is not a lot. Okay, this is my problem with that. Hi, Mrs. Cosmic. I see you. I love you. My problem with the community garden thing is people are lazy as F. They are lazy. They will, like, I will work my ass off in a garden. I work my ass off every summer working in my garden, right? My problem is I start a community garden and you get one lazy MFer and you're doing all the hard work, and then they're reaping the benefits from your hard work. That's my problem with a community garden. I don't like lazy people. If you want something, you better work for it, girl. You know? So that's my problem with community gardens, is you always got one person, or you got one mischievous person that goes in there through the night and takes all your freaking cucumbers or something. So, the best thing to do is if you have like a group of people that you trust, then you could do a victory garden yourself. By the way, victory gardens are like the bomb. So if you could, like, I wish, and I think Mrs. Cosmic and I even talked about this. It's like, if we ever win the lottery, we're buying a bunch of property and we're going to have a huge compound and we're not going to, we're going to do this all ourselves. We've talked about it. Chris is planning a big comeback. Joe, we miss you guys too much. I love you. Yes, I want you to come back so badly. Join the carrot challenge if you can. I got a carrot challenge video out there, guys. Sheepy's in it. He popped in earlier. And so the carrot challenge is a lot of fun. See if you can grow a big ass carrot, or if you can't grow the really long one, see if you can grow the fattest one. And all the rules and everything are stated in the video. We do this every year. Join, and you just have to have a beginning, middle, and end video. Sorry, I drank pop, so I'm burping. Okay. Just make sure you do the videos, do the hashtags, help us out. That's basically all it does, is it helps out the community, helps out Wide Family Farm. Oh, I love carrots, man. They're my favorite veggie. Join the Peter Pepper Challenge. Not too late to join. Only 3 people have entered to win. Yeah, we have a bunch of challenges over at Grow Big TV too. So, sorry. And sorry that I went on a tangent about the glyphosate and all of that. I hope that registers with you guys. Like, not even our cheese is safe. Nothing is safe. And for years, like, okay, now they're just making it, I think it's in Ohio, but I'm not sure, where you can purchase raw milk. But they're like trying to tell you that raw milk isn't good either. And you know damn well it is. Just ordered my carrot seeds for the challenge. Can't wait to enter. Super awesome. Yes. Just do the beginning, middle, and end video, and just do the hashtags. You'll be good. And yeah, I'm anxious to see your guys' videos. Dustin's so excited this year to do this. He's got the ox heart carrots growing, and we got the mini peak, whatever they're called. I have to order myself some Peter Peppers, Joe. We will get in on it, though. We have over 140 pepper plants this year. Oh, I love peppers. That's awesome. That's awesome. We're not doing that many peppers. My husband is doing the really, really hot ones, but tomatoes is our big crop this year. We have, I think, 1 jalapeno pepper plant, I think. And don't quote me on that, though. We have both of them as well, Courtney. Oxheart and the one we cannot pronounce. Yeah, that big one. Yeah. I can't pronounce it either. Wish Billy was in here. He'd be able to tell me. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to get stuff in the ground, but we have so many frosts coming up. I think they even said, what was it, Wednesday night, there's supposed to be a big frost. And I'm kind of worried about that because, a lot of my pear trees and stuff like that have already bloomed and stuff like that. So just kind of like, oh man, I'm like, a frost is going to come by and kill it. One thing I'm really excited about this year is, well, I'm getting, okay, there's a couple things I'm really excited about. Okay. I'm really working on the food forest this year. So I got St. John's wort and I got purple coneflower in my basement in the grow station growing. I also have some mullein. So I'm going to plant those in there. And the only reason why I planted a whole tray of purple coneflower is because I didn't think the coneflower was going to come back that I planted last year. I went to an auction because I'm in garden club and I got some purple coneflower and I planted it last year and I didn't see it pop up this year. So I was like, damn, I'm like, it's not going to come back. I got to grow some more. Well, the other day I was out there looking at the food forest and I got purple coneflower coming up, which I'm super excited about. And I'm going to start taking a lot more of that because everybody knows that purple coneflower is echinacea, and echinacea helps you with your immune system. So I definitely need that because I'm sick right now. So, but I'm super excited that that came back. Well, everybody knows that we've been having issues with our hardy kiwi. Like, we've had it for like 5 years and we have yet to see a bloom or anything on it. And we thought maybe we didn't have the male and female ratio, but we were pretty sure we got self-pollinating ones. And so we were just super, super, super confused. But anyway, we were down there and we saw what looked like buds on the plant. So then we're getting a frost and I was like, shit. I'm like, I don't know if we're going to get it or not, but I was super excited to see some kind of freaking growth on it. Okay, our trees are budding. They haven't quite blossomed yet. Got a few flowers on the strawberries, but we had made it so that we can cover anything that we put outside, so not too worried. Oh, cool. Yeah, my strawberries are like, okay, well, I had my chickens in my strawberry bed. So my husband and I made a cage to go over top of it so that the chickens, not even regular birds, can get in there and eat it. I got so many freaking buds on my strawberries. I cannot wait. Not like a whole lot to make strawberry jam or anything like that, but it's enough to keep Fred really, really happy. Oh, I'm sorry, Wendy. I'll pray for you. Yes, we're going to have a freeze, then it's going to get hot. Yeah, isn't that how it always works? The 70s next week, I got my purple coneflower and now some green twist too, all coming up. Awesome. Yeah, we've had it. Don't give up. Okay, well, we've had it for 5 years and still haven't seen anything. So maybe we just need to wait. It's gotten excellent growth. And I'm sure like our neighbors and stuff are like, what the hell do they have growing in their food for? Or they don't even know what's a food forest, but like, what the hell do they have growing over there in their trees? It's just kiwi, hardy kiwi. It's really grown up quite a bit. And I'm really excited because this is the first year that I've actually seen grape leaves on my grapes. They're not just like little twigs sitting there. So, I had a crap ton of bone meal. So I think it was bone meal. And I went and I sprinkled a bunch of that stuff all over everything. And I'm hoping that a lot of things start taking off. The kids are on break this week. I'm sort of surprised by the lack of troll action. Yeah, for real. Me too. There for a while, the trolls in here were just unbelievable. I was getting like 1,700 views. I'm not complaining by any means, but I was getting a lot of trolls. It was ridiculous. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. I got 7 people in the house, only 5 thumbs up, guys. Make sure you help me out. So I know we talked about a little bit about glyphosate. We talked about those issues. We talked about the carrot challenge. Make sure you watch the video. The video came out. You'll see it. It's has me on the cover. It says veggie challenge. Make sure you register in it. Just like put your name in there. Like, hey, yeah, I'm interested. That way we know to look for you. But yeah, it's just going to be a blast this year. Also, don't forget, you can be a member of my channel for only 99 cents a month. So if you are interested in becoming a member of Wide Family Farm, feel free to do so. Just hit and subscribe and become a member. Like I said, it's 99 cents a month. It's so cheap, and you get a lot of information. Our kiwi is about 12 foot tall, but it's only 40 years old. Was my grandpa's. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Ours, it's not that much, but it's pretty big. Yeah. The other day it was too cold, but I did get in the garden and rake a bunch of leaves because we had like leaves everywhere, and the garden still needs to get cleaned up a little bit. So I need to do that. We added in, I don't know if you've seen some of my shorts, but we added in a bunch of soil because over time it settles and whatever, and then we end up getting less soil in the bed. So we got some super soil somewhere, and we topped off the beds with some super soil. I'm also going to be adding some biochar in there. We added some chicken poop yesterday, so I'm going to be putting some biochar in there and stuff like that. So I'm going to be feeding the microbes as well. I want to put some spoiled milk in there as well, and get a really good bed going. I'm so excited to finally be outside. Yes, without freezing my tush off. Yes, for reals. Yeah, yesterday it was pretty cold. So hello, Wrestling Weaver. Is that like Dream Weaver, but you're a Wrestling Weaver? Dream Weaver. Is that how that song goes? Or is it? I don't know. But anyway. Yeah, I've been coughing. This is horrible. I need to build my immune system back up. I need to start taking Golden Seal and Echinacea, and I need to start building my immune system back up. That's what I need to do. Did you see that? And we moved 600 pounds of soil last week. We also had 2 new beds, thanks to Chris. Never-ending garden chore for the next 5 months. Aw. Well, that's good. I'm glad he got some more beds. That's awesome. We need more beds, but I think next year we're going to do it. We need to save some extra money because some of our beds are falling apart. Food grade zinc. Yeah. I need something. And I don't know. I just get sick so easily. I'm the only one that's sick in my house. So I'm just so tired of it. Yeah, it doesn't ever seem to go away. Oh, okay. I'll talk to you later, Happy Mac. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Hey, Kathleen. Thanks for coming in. So that's what's been going on in my neck of the woods, and I'm sorry that I've been doing this impromptu live, but I sit here and I wait for my son to get out of school when I finish my work, and so I figured that this would be a perfect time to go live. So my subject today was that we were talking about glyphosate and the ongoing health issue of our youth. It really is. It's an ongoing health issue. Right from the womb, we are poisoning our children with glyphosate, and even it never goes away. It never goes away. Even as adults or our kids in high school are forced to eat glyphosate in our food products that we are serving. There is nothing that we can do to escape this. What can we do about it? There is nothing we can do about it. Aw, I love you guys so much. I wish we could come and visit this summer. Just like I could spend, I literally could spend every day with you guys, and it would just be a blast. I absolutely love the Cosmic Cultivators. If you guys aren't familiar with them, go over and subscribe. They have some awesome educational videos. Definitely want to check them out. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can grow your own food, but there's a limit to how much you really can grow. And it's frustrating. This year, I'm definitely growing beans and stuff, green beans. And I'm going to can them again. Because honestly, I need to I need to just have a healthy supply of vegetables always sitting. I keep thinking, okay, you guys, and everybody that cans does this. When you get a huge bumper crop one year, you're thinking, okay, so next year I don't have to grow as many tomatoes because I got a crap ton of sauce and juice and stuff already on my shelves. I'm thinking about just doing it every year and just getting a crap ton of jars on my shelf no matter what, because you just really never know. I know, I wish we lived closer too, but it gives us also an excuse to go to another state, like, and visit. So, but yeah, I love you guys and I miss you terribly. So, but I'm glad you guys are moving up in the world and doing your own thing. You guys have lives and a job and jobs and you're doing your own thing, and I love you guys. I love to see you succeed in everything that you're doing, and I'm so happy for the both of you. So keep doing your thing and just text me every once in a while. But yeah, so it's just frustrating. We need to definitely we just need to look out for each other. We are gardening people, gardening community, and we need to stick together. We just really need to stick. This is another thing too, is like you have a really hard time with people sticking together as one to do something. The glyphosate should just be something that everybody should really stick together on. And if enough of us stuck together on it, let's petition our senators. Say, we don't want this shit anymore. We're tired of it. You know? And we really need someone with high enough importance to back us. To be like, hey, this is what's going on. You see what this is doing to people? It's ruining people's lives. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. That's how my grandparents' homestead. Grow, and you can a lot, even if you can more. They did depression-style living. Yep. I grew 850 pounds last year. It's never enough. And there are bad years where you don't get crops. So many factors. Yep, 100% agree. I will definitely text more often, and we do need to stick together. For sure. I'm getting a promotion soon, so doing something right. I'm so proud of you, Chris. I love you guys. I only ever wish the best for you. Our government only cares if they can make a profit. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I see the world very differently. You see countries like Russia and India and Italy, like, totally not doing GMOs. If Russia and Italy and India aren't doing GMOs, what is that telling you? You know, I don't know. Something to think about. Someone running for president is all about food safety. At this point, it's like, it's not just food safety though. How about the general health of the public? Like, not just food. There's so many issues out there where, like, especially with just drugs in general. And then like for instance, here's a good one, Zantac, right? People have been taking that for years. I took it when I was a little kid because I had acid reflux. Here you can get cancer from taking Zantac. These things need to be regulated a little bit more. You're seeing people that take metformin that are like freaking dying from skin bacteria and rashes and crap. Like, this needs to be regulated and looked into just a little bit more here. Like, What the hell is really going on? We need people to wake up to the fact that, ooh, there is a problem, and most have no idea how much poison they consume. Other countries think our food is disgusting, and most countries put warning labels on food. Yes. Materials for the pharmaceutical meds are sourced in China. Yeah. Yeah. There's just some things that we just need to slowly, I don't know. I'm going to call that country the Red Dragon. We're going to use that. So we are too entangled with the Red Dragon. And it's wrong in so many aspects. We do, Wendy. It's wrong in so many aspects. You want to talk about modern day slavery? Let's talk about that and what they do to children. It just blows my mind. And we really need to look into that. We really need to stop consuming. We need to stop buying crap from Temu. Some little kid made that. It's so wrong. It's just so wrong. I can't even dissect it all. I mean, there's parts of my phone that was mined by some woman that had her child on her back. Like, I don't know. Very sad. Very, very sad. Hey, Moon. Hey, everybody. It's Moon over Miami. What's up? Thanks for coming in. But yeah, I hope I enlightened you today with my talk. I hope that you got a little understanding about glyphosate and how much we are in it. We are in this shit knee deep. It's up to our chests. We're in it so much that our kids are eating this shit. They're eating it, and we can't do anything about it. It's so upsetting. And I hope when you go to the grocery store and you start reading the back of your packages and you start looking, there's nothing you can buy. Nothing that you could buy that doesn't have glyphosate on it. Or hasn't been touched by it. Yeah, you don't want to do anything with corn. It's so funny. My uncle was from Germany. His name was Anton. And he always say, I don't eat corn. Cows eat corn. I don't eat corn. He would never eat corn. Other countries don't eat corn. It's a grain that cows eat. And here we are eating it. Not only are we eating it, we got Mario Lopez doing a commercial about how good corn syrup is for you. When it's been lab tested that it grows cancer. Like, you have a cancer cell, you give it some corn syrup, and it multiplies. But, I'm sorry, my hand just slipped. But I hope that you got a little bit of information from this live today. And thank you so much for coming in. The Cosmic Cultivators, everybody. I really love you guys. Thank you so much, Happy Mac, for the donation. Thank you. That really helps out my channel. Yep. But I want to thank you guys for coming in today. I've been on for almost an hour. So I'm going to leave you guys. Make sure you join the carrot challenge. It's a lot of fun. It's something that takes you away from the everyday escapes of everyday life, is gardening. So get in there, grow a big ass carrot. We want to see it. There's 2 different categories. There's the length and the weight. So if you're growing for length, you know what to do. If you're growing for weight, you know what to do. Just make sure you do a video, beginning, middle, and end. Use the hashtags in every video, and you're good to go. All the information is in that video that I put out yesterday. So take a look at that. But I love each and every one of you, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Grow Big TV, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And y'all have a good one. Bye, y'all.